This video will be the even problems for 2-7 and 2-8. So a reminder, for solving proportions, you need to cross multiply. So when you have A over B equals C over D, you multiply these two that are diagonal, multiply the other two that are diagonal, set them equal to each other, and then you'll have an equation like you're used to solving. So you might have to distribute, and then you'll finish solving. I would always move the variables to one side first. So if we look at number 2, we would have 2 times n plus 5. So you need to put the n plus 5 in parentheses to show that you have to distribute the 2 to both the n and the 5, is equal to 4 times 10. So we cross multiplied and got that first line. Now, you will not have to write that much of a first line the first time, or every time. You can shorten that up if you want. So we would have 2n plus 10 is equal to 40. Some of you will get to the point where this right here will actually be your first step, as long as you remember to distribute the 2 to both of those. So then to solve, I would subtract 10 from both sides. 2n equals 30. Divide both sides by 2, n equals 15. So to check your answer, you would need to plug the 15 in for the n. So 4 over 15 plus 5. If you're doing that in your calculator, you need to put the 15 plus 5 in parentheses to see what that decimal would be, and make sure it's the same as 2 over 10, and it would be. So when you're doing number 4, if you want to write everything out, it'd be 5 parentheses 2k minus 3 equals 3 parentheses k plus 9. So this doesn't follow the order of A times B equals C times D. And that's okay. Since it's multiplication, you can put it in whatever your order you want. When you have constants times a whole thing, you'll want to put your constants first to show that you would need to distribute. So when I distribute, I get 10k minus 15 equals 3k plus 27. This is the longest your problems will be, is if you have to distribute both sides and then you've got a variable and a constant on each side. So all of the steps would be to subtract 3k, giving us 7k minus 15 is equal to 27. Then we would have to add 15 to both sides, giving us 7k is equal to 42. Then finally I can divide by 7 and get k equals 6 as my final answer. So that is the most work you would have to do and show, is to show that you're going to distribute, move your variable to the left, move your constant to the right, and then finally divide. We can actually do this much shorter. You could start just with this step right here. As long as you remember that you have to distribute when you're cross multiplying, you could skip this step and go right to this one. And then, as we saw in previous notes, if you feel confident when you move the variable to the left, you can move the constant to the right by adding 15 right away and get right down to this step. So you can make this a lot shorter if you feel confident doing some of those shortcuts. So down here in number 2, I'm going to show you those shortcuts. So right away, I noticed that I need to do 6 times p plus 2. So that's 6p plus 12 equals. Okay, so I went ahead and distributed right away. Same thing here, I need to do 3 times p plus 7, so 3p plus 21. So instead of writing that first step with the parentheses, I went ahead and distributed right away. If you're afraid that you're going to forget to distribute, then take that first step of writing it all out. Subtract 3p, so I move my variable to the left. At the same time, I'm going to subtract 12. Subtract 12 to move my constant to the right. So variables go away to the left, constants go away to the right, giving me 3p equals 9. So then I can divide and get p equals 3 as my final answer. Again, to plug that in, you're going to do 3 plus 2 and then 3 plus 7 and make sure that's the same thing as 3 over 6 when you divide those. If you want to do it all at once, you need to leave it in parentheses like this. So you would do parenthesis 3 plus 2 parenthesis divided by parenthesis 3 plus 7 parenthesis. Number 4, again, I'm going to distribute right away. 9n minus 36 is equal to 6n minus 42. So distributed the 9 to both of those and the 6 to both of those. Subtract 6n. To get rid of my variables, move them to the left. At the same time, I'm going to add 36 to move my constants to the right. Again, if you feel like you need to do that in 2 separate steps, that's fine. We would get 3n equals negative 6. Divide, n equals negative 2 is our final answer. Now for 6, since I only see one variable, I'm actually going to do this multiplication first so my variable stays on the left-hand side. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I notice when I'm doing this. So I would have 5f plus 10. Again, you have to see that you need to multiply 5 by both of those. If you don't, then you're going to have to take that first step of writing it all out. Then 3 times 25 is 75. Subtract 10 from both sides. 5f is equal to 65. Divide both sides by 5, and f is equal to 13. Number 8, what I notice is I want to do these first because it's going to just be one variable term. So I'm going to have 2 times r is 2r. This one, again, distribute 4r plus 16. Subtract 4r. Negative 2r is equal to 16. Divide by negative 2, and r equals negative 8. Number 10, I'm going to do this one first. The reason is I notice I have 8 times k is 8k, 6 times k is 6k. So I want my bigger variable on the left. So 8k minus 8. Again, it doesn't matter as long as you remember to multiply diagonally and to distribute. So just some things you might notice as you're working these out. Equals 6k minus 36. So you can subtract 6k. I'll go ahead and take a little bit longer here. 2k minus 8 equals negative 36. And then you can add 8. Again, if you can do that all in one step, that will save you a little bit of time. So 2k equals negative 24. Negative 28, sorry. Divide both sides by 2. K equals negative 14. Number 12, when I look, I notice this will give me 9h and this will give me 4h. So I'm going to do this one first. 9h plus 81 equals, when I do this one, 4h minus 24. So then I can subtract 4h, at the same time subtract 81. So variables move to the left, constants move to the right. 5h equals negative 24 plus negative 81 is negative 105. Divide both sides by 5. H equals negative 21 for your final answer. For 14, I notice this one is going to give me 7x. This one will give me 6x. So I want to do this one first. 7x minus 42. Again, distribute the 7 to both of them. Equals, distribute the 3 to both of those, 6x minus 24. Subtract 6x from both sides, add 42 to both sides. Again, all at once if you feel comfortable with it. That gives me positive 1x, so just x equals negative 24 plus 42 is positive 18. So x equals 18. And finally, 16. I notice that this one is going to give me 10 or 20x. This one will give me 15. So I'm going to do this one first. So 20x minus 10 equals 15x plus 15. Again, making sure to distribute to both of those terms. So I'm going to subtract 15x from both sides. At the same time, add 10. 5x is equal to 25. Divide both sides by 5, and x equals 5. Again, you'll want to plug that in. If you're going to do it all at once, you need to put those parentheses in there just like it shows. 2 times 5 minus 1, divide, and then end your parenthesis, divided by 5. See what that gives you. Parenthesis, 3 times 5 plus 1, parenthesis, divided by 10. Make sure that gives you the same thing.